Welcome to the Mixed Exception Podcast. I'm your host, Barry Sigmund, and with me is Austin Gamblin.
That's me.
Jeff Ballou.
Hello.
And last but not least, Molly Graham.
That's me, the hottest bitch in town. You right. What's
All right,
up?
it's that time of year again. It's the second annual Halloween Extravaganza.
Nice.
And
Hello.
last year, we did all
Boys
12
becoming men.
Friday the 13th movies.
Becoming wolves.
This year, we're doing Freddy. We're doing all 8 Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Only 8 this year. 9, I guess, if you count Freddy versus Jason, which we may revisit that.
I would like to.
I think so.
I would
Okay,
like to.
so
Yeah.
9 Nightmare on Elm Street movies. We're gonna revisit Freddy versus Jason.
Nice.
So before we get into it, I mean, what is y'all's history with the series?
I've never seen any of the films until tonight.
Okay.
But I do remember when I was a kid and my parents were still not divorced, which means I was under 8 years old.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's a little bit of history of Austin there.
27 years ago?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe I don't know.
At least, minimum.
Minimum 27. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably more than that. But anyways, they had
how
a
old he is.
no. I'm like 30 something. I don't know.
I think 27 was exactly correct. 8 years, yeah.
Wow.
Anyways,
Just
Whoa.
quick math.
Jeff's so smart.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, there was like a cardboard cutout of Freddy Krueger that like my parents set up as a decoration for Halloween,
Oh.
and I was very scared by it when I was a kid. It was very creepy.
Nice.
I was such a little scaredy bitch when I was a kid. My mom had this pumpkin she would put out, and I started freaking out, and I said, I'm scared of that Duncan.
the Duncan?
I called it a Duncan, and I went, I'm scared of that Duncan. So I'll just segue into, I've never seen any of these movies because I'm a little bitch who never had watched any scary movies until last year when we watched the Jason movies. And that's when I realized, it turns out like scary movies are not scary.
No, they're not. They're just fun.
They're not, yeah.
Especially ones from that era, definitely not.
Yeah,
scary.
it's an era of shit.
Yeah, I was such a paranoid little kid. I never saw anything. I was scared of the Duncan.
Duncan?
Yeah.
I have seen one of the movies before. If we're not counting Freddy vs. Jason.
I was about
also.
to say, are you about to be a facetious little asshole?
No.
Be like, I've seen one. Freddy vs. Jason. We all watched it last year.
No, I've seen Wes Craven's The New Nightmare, which is like a meta, it's like kind of Scream-like one.
Oh.
But I mean, growing up, we had the costumes, we had the full hand with the claws on it, and the mask. That was pretty realistic for the 90s.
Whoa.
So
In the
I always
90s,
liked Freddy,
Jeff
but
was-
I had no idea like anything about dreams or child murders
Oh.
background.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I've seen 3 of these. I had seen this one before that we're about to talk about, the original. And I saw the second one. Okay, I can't wait until you see the second one. It is the most like homoerotic movie
Hell
you'll
yeah.
ever see.
Nice.
Am I gonna have to take some breaks during it?
Yes, it's hilarious. Yeah, we're gonna have to get them up.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I've seen the remake. The remake's kind of shitty. And then of course I've seen Freddy vs. Jason. I guess I've seen 4 of them. But yeah, I'm actually really excited because most of these I have not seen, so it will be my first time as well.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
Just like you guys. And we should mention, I mean, this is the original. This is Wes Craven. He is a horror icon.
Can you tell me, besides this series, like what else has Wes Craven
I
done?
was about to get into that.
Okay, great.
Scream.
Me and Jeff love
I've heard
Scream.
of it.
Scream is
Yes.
great.
So I've only seen Scream 4, but I loved it.
You got to see the first 3. I actually like the whole series.
I do too.
And the 5th one's coming out next year.
Oh, can we do the Scream series the year after next?
Yes.
Yeah,
Awesome.
okay.
When there's 5.
I was thinking about doing
I
Halloween
hope
next
we all
year.
stay friends for that long.
I think we will.
Let me check my calendar.
I don't
I think
know.
I made an event for
We
a
might-
month from now.
He made an event 1 month, friend breakup.
Yeah, break up with friends.
Well, he also did Last House on the Left. I haven't seen that,
I
but
haven't
that
seen
has
that
a
yet.
cult following, and that got
Yeah.
remade. and he also did The Hills Have Eyes. That was remade.
Oh, that was a pretty good
And
movie.
the name Wes Craven, I've heard.
Yeah.
Because I had a
He
friend
does
in high school who was a big movie buff, and so like I've heard these names, but
Right.
I can't connect.
Well,
them
he
to
does.
anything.
He does the same thing as Tyler Perry, where he like puts his name at the front of every movie.
Got it.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like always Wes Craven's.
Craven's.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he actually, so he does this movie, the first one, and then he returns to the series, which you mentioned before, Jeff, New Nightmare, which is
Right.
kind of meta. It's kind of, he was dipping his toes into the meta kind of.
I think that was
stuff.
I think
Before
right
Scream.
after that he did.
Right
Scream.
after that, he did Scream.
So
Yeah, I mean, rest in peace, Wes Craven. But I mean,
He's
he
dead?
Spoiler!
Oh my god.
oh my god, I'm surprised he didn't do like some meta thing where like he died in a movie that he was directing.
That would be awesome.
Spoiling.
He basically
What if that was
has.
in his will? Like, we must have a movie. Someone has to show my death in that movie.
But yeah, he is a horror icon. He's done a lot of good stuff, and yeah. So
He's a
this
good
is the original A Nightmare on Elm Street. We just got done watching it.
Minutes ago.
Literally minutes
fresh
ago.
off it,
We
baby.
were fresh off of it, and you can watch all these movies on HBO Max. If you have
Lucky
HBO
you.
Max.
Plug, not sponsored.
We are not sponsored by HBO Max.
But HBO Max, if you're interested, reach out. We got a mortgage to pay, baby.
So let's get into it. Like, what did you guys think?
Oh, I have thoughts.
I have a ton of thoughts.
I have so many thoughts.
No.
So many.
How do we want to do this? Do we want to kind of do like a light recap?
Oh,
Or
Let's just talk about what we thought about it. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, let's just do that.
all right,
Okay.
I'll start.
yeah.
Let's start, Austin. We'll go around. Round table.
Here's
Love
my
it.
favorite part about this movie is that there was no backstory or any filler bullshit at
No
the beginning.
setup.
It was awesome. It was
Yeah.
just straight into dream murders. It was fucking cool as shit. And then it got into backstory at like a more appropriate time. So it wasn't super
Almost
slow.
like there was mystery and build up. Wow.
Yeah.
Movies don't do that anymore.
No, mystery build up.
That's why Wes Craven's great.
Yeah, right into the action. Overall, I thought it was great. The acting was horrible.
Okay,
It's
yes,
just
I'm glad
bad.
you
We
mentioned
do.
that.
I feel we do have to mention the acting was some of
Atrocious.
the worst acting I've ever seen.
Atrocious.
But
I mean,
honestly,
yeah.
it was so bad that it
That
was
I loved
fun.
it, yes.
I really
Yeah.
liked it because it was so bad.
It made it, kind of campy and just like,
Yeah.
I honestly, okay, no, you keep going.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Bad acting made it fun and funny. Those are basically all my thoughts that I have right now until we get into more. So,
Okay. Jeff?
Yeah, no,
Jesus
I said
Christ,
round- I
Molly.
said round table.
I know I thought we were doing a natural flow of conversation, but it turns out, there goes Spirit silencing women again.
it's his podcast. He can silence women if he wants.
Welcome to Mixed Reception. The podcast where we silence women.
Shut up, Molly.
I know. You're right. You're right.
It's a throwback.
Honestly, of all women, I feel I should be silenced. So,
I mean, you just took over the conversation about not being able to take over the conversation.
and one more thing.
I really liked how this one was directed.
Yeah. So.
No, yeah. I mean, it gets right into it, and you're not even sure like what's going on, if it's a dream or not, and it slowly kind of lets you know, like, oh, they're sleeping and dreaming, and they do a good job of playing of like, oh, they're awake now. And it's like, no, they're not, which is just a classic like horror thing in like actual dreams, is being like, oh, now you're awake, and then not being actually awake. I don't know if you've ever had a nightmare like that where you thought you wake up. It's the scariest shit in the world.
Story of my fucking life.
Been there.
It is you just waking up every morning.
Yeah.
And like
Actually, no, like a lot of people don't know this about me, but I've been dreaming, I think, for 28 years.
Whoa.
It's wild.
Every morning is the worst day of Molly's
Just
life.
waiting up when it occurs.
It's like, holy shit.
Yikes.
Molly's turn to speak.
Oh, really? So we're just doing.
So anyway, shut the fuck up, Molly.
Why are we censoring women?
Yeah, so a lot of people. You can't tell listeners at home, but the boys have actually forced me to be completely topless during this movie. It's really.
What'd you say? I was staring at your kids.
We're in a really misogynist culture here, but no, I agree with Austin. worst acting I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
I love it because I myself am someone who grew up thinking I was a great actress, and then I realized I'm a horrible actress. I just like attention. So I always appreciate very shitty acting when I see it, because I'm like, girl made it. Like, she's got
She
it.
got it.
I think that the 4 characters, like the 4, I guess, main characters.
Yeah, it's like
the
Lucy.
Tina.
Tina.
Tuna.
Fuck, who are the characters' names?
It
Oh
was
my god, I'm gonna look this up. I don't
It was
even know what their names are.
Tuna.
There was tuna.
Salmon.
Tuna, salmon.
Their guy from Greece was there.
Okay, Nancy.
And then a pirate
It was
named
Tuna. It was Tuna. Danny Zuko.
Nancy Glenn, which is Johnny Depp's character.
Oh, I thought he was a pirate. the whole time.
Tina. And then the greaser guy was Rad.
Yeah,
Rad.
I kept waiting
Rad.
for him to say, "Why is the rum gone?"
They did a
No,
good job
right.
of only having 4 characters.
Yeah, the
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of characters.
the 4 teens who it's like kind of centered around, they were all like
And the
very
terrible parents.
shitty and like making kind of strong like character moves. But are we getting into can I say my favorite character?
We'll do
or
real
should I
quick.
wait?
We'll just do general thoughts, and then
Okay,
then we'll do deep.
Thank you.
dives.
Keep me on track. So bad acting, I loved it for this. As someone at the beginning of every movie we ever watch for this podcast, I say, what if it's too scary for me to get scared? But
It was not scary.
it's fun, honestly. I just had a great time
Mhm.
watching old F. Kruegs slicing and dicing, baby.
Oh, Effie.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Mr. Krueger.
so I think
Mr.
this
Krueger.
is such a fucking like amazing, like awesome idea. Like,
Yeah.
what an idea! Like a killer who kills you in your dreams.
Yeah,
I mean, wow, what a concept!
That is cool.
And I don't know, like I think the movie.
I'm dumb, but yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
I mean, yeah, what
Okay,
a high concept. Because all these other slasher movies are just like, there's just such a simplicity to them. Like the
Yeah.
Friday the 13th movies is just like
Me.
just a guy.
It's a dumb supernatural creature that just kills things.
Right.
Like, yeah.
But this is like, okay, like there's like a lot of interesting visuals and stuff. Yeah, like there was that one scene where she's like running up the stairs and like the stairs are melting.
Oh,
Just,
that was
like,
cool.
just
Yeah.
like cool visuals, and you know,
And I can see how it would be cool for like all of us. I feel like watching it. What year did this come out?
84.
84.
Whoa.
So
Wasn't that American Horror Story season 1984? American Horror Story.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But so this coming out in 84, and all of us watching it, 40 years later almost?
40?
27.
Fuck you.
No,
Fuck
30,
you.
37 years later.
Yeah,
Wow.
almost 40 years
Fuck
later.
you.
It's almost as old as us.
Yeah.
But it's infinite because we
Yeah.
watching it, like just seeing enough like horror shows, horror movies, things like that, we could be like, okay, she's in a dream. But I can only imagine like in theaters when this first came out, like all the like surprises of like, oh fuck, she's dreaming. Like, I feel like all of us were kind of desensitized to the like surprise element, but I feel like
Yeah. This was before 9/11.
yeah.
Which, hey, happy 9/11.
Oh yeah. Happy 9/11, guys.
I know.
Speaking of nightmares.
I feel like the twist though, like the twist would have been so cool, like at the time. It must have been awesome.
I don't
But yeah,
get the twist.
Okay, so I'm glad you mentioned that, Jeff. So like I was saying, like great concept. I just don't know. We gotta get into the ending. I think like I liked everything leading up to like the ending.
Yeah.
The ending was
The ending was so fucking bizarre and confusing. And I was actually, we were smoking out back, and I was like, I don't know what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it's like they
confused.
swung for the fences, but it was very unclear what happened. Like I like the idea of like where they were going to where it wasn't like a cookie cutter ending.
Should we all say our interpretation of what we think the ending was?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
feel like it could have been looked at in a lot of lenses.
But I also, before we really get into that, I think when we watched Freddy versus Jason last year, because we've been watching all these Jason movies, and I think when we got to that one, we were like, Oh shit! I think we like Freddy better. Like Freddy's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Now this one,
Freddy's funny.
So I think this one's a little darker compared to the other ones, from what I hear, because he does have some one-liners in this. But I think as the series gone on, I think he got a little bit more like goofy and like, hey, bitch, you know,
Hey,
you know what I mean?
bitch.
Hey, bitch, like you know. I think, but this was kind of like the first.
Do you like magic, bitch?
Yeah, this is like the first one, so it's a little bit. It's not as present, like all his like
I
one-liners
am
and
watching this one. I am really excited to watch the rest of them.
Me too.
With the Jason movies, it was kind of like I didn't dislike them, but after the first couple, I was like, oh, it's the same thing every time.
Which with this, it's like it's a dream. It's a dream. It's a dream world. You can. There's so many things you can do with that.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm excited to see the other ones.
But yeah, so I like the movie. Bad acting, but it had a charm to it.
Mm-hmm.
Which we're gonna go into all the shitty lines and everything like that. But the ending fucking frustrated the fuck out of me.
Okay.
So what do we think, Austin? What do you take away from the ending?
Here's what I think happened in the ending. I think she fucking brought Freddy out, but she ended up getting killed. In the process, like with the whole mom getting sucked down or like burned up or whatever.
When he
like,
turned into like fairy dust?
Yeah.
Oh, he actually killed her there?
Yeah, I think he actually killed her there. And then they all go into the afterlife, and I think that's like the afterlife. That was my interpretation of it. That's what I saw.
And Freddy came to the afterlife with them?
I don't know. That's so weird.
Because he does suck the mom through a hole.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And the car is Freddy.
I didn't get it. That was my initial interpretation, and then like
such a deep movie.
Maybe they got like sucked into Freddy's dream.
Bingo.
I think.
Whoa!
Is
that Freddy?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right. We're all gonna go around and say our things, and then we have a special guest who
know.
knows. I think that when he like came for her, she fainted in horror and exhaustion because she's been up for 7 days on meth and coffee.
Yeah.
And so when she fell asleep, all of that was a dream and her friends were back, and it made it seem like she was like in heaven. It was very bright and foggy. And then, he was the car. Trapped him in the car, and he was gonna, I think, speed them off in a bridge or something. And then just wanted to have fun killing the dead mom again.
Yeah, so
I don't know, that's bad theory.
I think that the mom was dead. The mom got killed.
She got sucked into the bed
during the sucked into the bed.
What happened?
Thing.
And she was a skeleton when she was getting sucked.
Yeah,
bye.
That was kind of like
she did wave. Yeah,
her skeleton waves by.
But I do think that I think the mom died at that moment, and I think what happened was the mom died. Freddy killed. What's the main character's name?
Nancy.
Tuna.
Wicked tuna.
I think Freddy killed Nancy. I think the end sequence is like kind of Nancy's weird dream afterlife, but like kind of hell a little bit.
Like how your brain keeps like going after you die or something.
Yeah. So I think in the end, like, she's getting in the car with her friends, but then she realizes she's dead and she's like, fuck, but like she's freaking out trying to save her mom, but her mom's already dead, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
But like Freddy's sucking her. Like I kind of think the end like is just like, oh, she died.
That would make sense why her dad was like her dad just watched his ex-wife get sucked into the fucking bed dead, and then he's just like, I'm gonna leave you in this room.
Because then she goes out and her and her mom are like, oh, it's so bright out. Like I think that was supposed to be like, oh, like we're in a different universe.
Agreed.
So I like this movie. We've mentioned the shitty acting, but Jesus Christ, like nobody reacts to anything naturally. Like you said, like
even in the first scene when Tuna gets murdered and she's fucking crawling on the ceiling, bleeding out like all over.
And then Ron is just like,
who did this? I'm gonna kill you, Tina. Who did this?
And then
who are you?
The friend comes in and sees her friend brutally murdered and is just like, And you can't hear me, listeners, but that's exactly what we heard. Was literally nothing. Like, she didn't do anything.
She just looked around.
Yeah, and then she went to school the next day.
Also,
Fucking crazy.
Who goes to school?
oh my
next
god,
day?
I can't wait till we talk about
Insane.
like funny moments in the movie. But
Teens very famously don't want to go to school.
No,
So I would
really.
definitely use watching my friend get slaughtered as an excuse to not go to school.
And if she's
Sure.
trying not to go to sleep, why would you go to school?
Right?
It's like where
Boring.
all teenagers sleep.
But also too, so this is what was weird too. But we brought this up during the movie. I guess Johnny Depp and then Glenn, and then Nancy. I guess they're like across the street neighbors. I guess they're dating. They don't have any chemistry.
They have
At all?
zero chemistry.
No, they
And
kiss.
he
in the
kisses her
beginning.
like once. It's like a little peck.
It is the
It's so passionate.
weirdest
Yes,
bird
yes.
kiss I've ever seen.
But they do at one point. She's like, "Oh no, that's my boyfriend!" Like while he's dying.
Well,
Yeah.
Johnny Depp dies in a cool way, which we'll get to best deaths. But like, and she just does not. She could give. I mean, she just doesn't care.
Right.
Okay, so
Wait,
actually,
but-
I'm ready at this point to usher in our special guest.
What? Oh.
Well,
Or-
did you have a theory about?
I was
Oh,
gonna say.
shit, I
So
forgot.
I am kind of
Sorry.
jumping
Oh my
ahead.
God.
I am jumping ahead to trivia. This ending was tacked on. I think originally it was like Nancy just didn't believe in Freddy anymore, and he kind of like lost his powers.
Yeah, because that's what they set
Right,
up for.
that's what they set up for,
Yeah.
and that would make sense. So I think when he's like lunging after her, and he turns to like fucking
Fairy dust.
fairy
that was
dust,
supposed to be like the end of him.
which I think that was the original ending, but also like that ending doesn't really have like a punch. I mean, it's it
Yeah.
makes sense. But the producer was like, I wanted basically a setup for more sequels. So I think, that's why like they get in the car. It's like you see Freddy, like the thing goes over the car. And
That
it's like
actually
Freddy.
makes a lot of sense.
So this was like a
because-
tacked on producer.
Yeah,
It's like,
it really
yeah.
seems like because they had set it up like her boyfriend Glenn earlier in the movie had said the whole thing of like, oh no, you just have to turn your back and they lose their power. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It was- they
Yeah.
had the whole setup.
I didn't even
for
think of that. Good.
So I
smarts.
thought that was like gonna be the
Oh my
end.
god, yeah. So I kind of fucking hate this ending, but I will say it is in some ways it's kind of cool because you could interpret it like, okay, because they established, she's dreaming, she touches Freddy, she brings in the hat into the real world.
Right.
Maybe when she brought Freddy back in, now he's in the real world now, and maybe he has
Yeah,
like powers
he has a
in the
portal.
real world. So maybe him turning into the car. I don't know. Maybe
luckily-
he terrorized him into the real world now. I'm not really sure.
Luckily, I brought the director of the movie with me to explain the ending.
Oh,
nice.
especially, yes.
Mr. Wes Craven?
Yeah, he's back
He's
from the dead.
well, he's like a Wes Craven type, I would say.
Did somebody say my name? I slipped you all sleeping pills so we would be able to talk to Wes Craven.
Wes, closer.
Yeah,
Come closer.
Jeffrey, who are these people? I didn't see them when I went to sleep.
Drag the floor.
My God.
Come on, Wes Craven.
Speaking of nightmares.
That's how I got the idea of Freddy's ring and his claws on everything. Is my mother, she would get very upset when I dragged my furniture.
So, tell us about the ending.
Yeah,
What happened
What did
there?
you intend, Wes?
Oh, okay, so the original part was this. Okay, I was looking at this movie and I said, this movie fucking sucks, right? It's not gonna make a fucking dime. I'm ruined at this point. And so, but I sent it to the audience. I just sent it in the mail, the films, and then they took it to the test audiences. They fucking went nuts. I said, they like this piece of shit, okay. And so I was like, oh, how can I be a dirtbag and kind of figure out how to make some more money out this? Because I got my habits I gotta support. And so I decided to come up with that weirdo ending. And I mean, I don't fucking know. It's like, I guess you guys' guess is good as mine. But I was thinking, like, I don't know, maybe like Freddy's the call or some shit. Because like I think he was right, because he shapeshifted before, right, with the long fucking goofy arms. Remember that?
Yeah, I like Jeff.
remember
Stretch Armstrong, Freddy.
Yeah. Remember when he came that fat girl? Remember? Remember he turned that fat girl in the hallway?
Oh yeah, he was a fat girl.
Yeah, so
Oh
he
my
can.
God, she literally wasn't fat.
Well, you know, in
she
Hollywood.
was 80s fat.
In Hollywood,
Okay,
she's
you're
definitely
right, you're right.
fat soul.
She was Wes Craven fat. She was Wes Craven fat.
Yeah, for real. This was the last time I fucking put pork on any of my films. But anyway, so thanks for having me here. I'm glad you guys like the movie.
Thanks, Wes Craven, dude.
All right, now we all have to. If you check under your seats, we have knives. If you just cut your hand, we'll wake back up, and Wes Craven will be away.
Okay.
He's gone.
All right.
I just had the worst nightmare. We interviewed a shitty Wes Craven and oh my god.
Holy shit.
That was
Oh, Jesus.
anyway,
Wes.
oh my gosh. I hope I never dream that again.
Yeah.
My
That was
gosh.
a fucking
And apparently he
nightmare.
was an elderly Jewish man. I didn't know Wes Craven was
I
an
don't know
elderly
much
Jewish man.
about him. but
And I think he was really fat phobic.
Yeah.
He seemed really fat.
But honestly, in my dream, he was fat as shit. So I don't
He
know
was
why.
so
he's thinking
fat.
that. Yeah, he was so
Right?
fat. He was like 300 pounds.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm glad we can all agree.
So anything to add before we get into trivia?
Let's get some triv going.
Okay, so this was New Line Cinema. New Line Cinema. They distributed this movie. New Line Cinema.
Cool
listen,
fun fact.
They
What a
did.
trip.
New Line Cinema is known for like Lord of the Rings. Okay, and a lot of horror movies.
Okay.
But this movie saved them. They were about to go bankrupt, and this was a huge hit. So,
Nice.
so I thought that was a cool little tidbit.
Whoa.
Also, Heather Langenkamp, who played Nancy, she beat out Jennifer Grey, Dirty Dancing.
Wow.
Whoa.
I would have loved to see Jennifer.
Oh my god, that would have been cool.
In this? Fuck yeah.
I think she could have done a good job.
Hey, yeah, enough time she's too
Oh my god! Cut yourself! Wake up! Wake back up!
Oh my God. Fat
my
Wes
God.
Craven's
Dude,
gone.
I had a horrible dream that this like horrible Wes Craven interpret. He interrupted me when I was talking.
Oh, I had that dream too. He was so fat.
He was
so fat.
And he was fat and he was bearded and he was wearing Hooters shorts.
Oh my God. It was like nightmare.
Jeff didn't know what he was wearing.
I had to forget.
Okay, beat out Jennifer
Mustard.
Grey,
I always forget my dreams.
Demi Moore.
What? Demi Moore?
Yes.
As whom?
G.I. Jane herself, as Nancy.
Wow.
And also, you're gonna love this, Courtney Cox, who, as we know, went on to do Scream.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And also, I think I mentioned this while we were watching this. It's kind of hinted at in this movie. He's a child murderer, but I think in the original script it said straight up he was a straight up like child molester.
Pedo.
He was a sex pest.
Oh, yeah. That was definitely hinted at. I don't even know.
With the kids being like, he's coming for you.
Yeah.
Or the fact that he's a child murderer.
Yeah.
Is there a such thing as a child murderer who doesn't molest the children first?
Yeah.
And there was
Or
also
after.
that
They
part
always do
where
weird shit first.
Yeah.
there was also that
Or
part
after.
where he's like, "I'm your boyfriend now." Like, yeah, there was definitely hints that he was a sex pest.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Apparently, Wes Craven he ran a paper route when he was a kid, and there was a a guy named Fred Krueger who also ran a paper route who bullied him. So that's where he got the name.
Damn.
Oh,
So he
Fred
is a
Krueger.
real. That's fucking
He
awesome.
fucking dragged that guy for filth.
That's
Yeah.
so
Oh my
cool.
God.
That's vindictive as
Awesome.
shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just so I like this tidbit because like everything's CGI now, but you know that part where it's like, who's the first girl that dies? I forget her name. Tuna. You know how he's like pressing his face against the wall?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
really, I mean, it was so simple. They just cut out a hole in the wall and had a sheet, and he just
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I just like little simple.
That was a cool effect.
Well, yeah,
It was.
just
It was
like
a cool
simple,
physical
like
effect,
cool
yeah.
little like trick. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever been to fucking Busch Gardens for Halloween? They do it a lot now.
Yeah.
No.
No, they don't.
Okay,
I was at
so-
Busch Gardens Halloween yesterday, and it was fucking awful. They
Did you
didn't do
walk
that.
through any of the haunted houses?
Oh, I didn't do the haunted house.
Oh, well.
Just the whole park was awful.
Apparently,
Crazy
Glenn,
Bakey.
who Johnny Depp, his first movie, he plays Glenn.
Which I didn't even recognize Johnny Depp.
No,
I mean, I recognize
Charlie Sheen was up for the role.
he would have
Oh.
been better.
Is he supposed? I guess he's supposed to be like a jock. She even said there's a line where
Yeah,
he's
she's like, "You're the jock. Don't you have a baseball bat?"
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
can see Charlie Sheen being more like a jock guy. I don't know.
I don't know.
Johnny Depp was so like skinny in that movie. I would have never pictured
Yeah,
him
he
as a
wasn't. He
jock.
didn't
I
have.
thought
that,
he was like the
he
nerd
was-
next door.
He was just so like vanilla. Like he was really just plain.
He was really bad.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Really bad.
John.
Honestly, I thought he was the best actor in the movie. I'm gonna say that. Hot take.
Wow.
Well, yeah, but that's like saying
Right. Yeah. Nobody was really that good
yeah.
in the movie.
No, I'm ready for my favorite character reveal. But wait, is that a category? Favorite character?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wait.
When we
Yeah.
get into categories,
Sorry.
When we get there,
Sorry.
John Cusack, Brad Pitt, Kiefer Sutherland, and Nick Cage were also considered.
Wow.
Yo, Nick Cage. I mean, what would that be like? I mean, that'd be awesome.
God, they were all babies. in
I'm
that
so
movie.
tired.
Yeah. It's just, it was so
it's so
interesting
hot.
because, yeah, I literally did not recognize Johnny Depp. Like, someone had to be like, that was Johnny Depp. For
I
me
don't know.
to know. I really
Did you ever
didn't
see
know.
like what was that movie with Johnny Depp where he's like a greaser and he's like Crybaby? Yeah.
Ooh, Crybaby's a weird.
I've never
That's
seen
Fucking
John
weird as
Walters.
shit. Yeah. Fucking
I've
weird
never
as shit.
seen
John Walters, Baltimore,
Oh.
Baltimore native.
that.
Famous-
John Waters.
John Walters. Waters.
Waters. John
Sorry,
Waters.
John Waters.
Sorry.
John Waters.
In Baltimore, we call him John Wooders.
Wooders.
And I got another fun casting. What if? And I love this. The guy who played Rod, who AKA Discount Danny Zuko. Our boy Ralph Macchio from Karate Kid was considered.
He would have been
Dude,
good.
that would have been cool.
Hey, yo, Mr. Miyagi, this is fucking terrifying in my dream.
You still sound like Danny Zuko.
Dude, what if John Travolta just did it?
Yeah.
That's
Hey.
fucking awesome. Okay, so apparently this is kind of creepy.
Jeff started scared.
So the basis of the film was inspired by the phenomenon Asian death syndrome, where people died in the middle of nightmares. It is also known as Brugada syndrome.
Why is it Asian?
So Wes Craven, like he was like
There's
reading.
a lot of
He was
Japanese
reading a
paintings called
series of
Brugadas.
articles in the Los Angeles Times over a 3-year period. And it was like Southeast Asian refugees escaping like their the country, and they would basically just like die in their sleep, and they didn't know why. So he was like reading all these articles, and that kind of like formed the idea for this movie.
Did they ever
Wow.
figure out why it happened?
No, that's the thing. That's what's like kind of creepy about
Freddy
it. And then
Krueger.
Wes Craven was kind of like, oh my god, like
Mhm.
this would be like a good idea
Nice.
for a movie.
He's
That's
got
pretty much
vision. He's got vision.
Yeah.
all- Pretty much all I got for Trivs.
That was good trivia.
That was good. All
Yeah.
of it, yeah.
So should we get into categories?
Okay.
Cats.
Yeah. The cats.
Okay, so best
No.
kill. Best kill.
Okay.
You
Best
go
kill.
first off.
For me, it was when Tuna died. That shit was so fucking
That
cool.
was crazy.
She's
Yeah.
like climbing on the ceiling, bloody. Fucking, you got Danny Zuko in the corner,
And I will say,
not reacting.
Oh my god, he's so bad in this movie.
Oh no.
Oh no! Who did this?
Who did this?
I'll kill you! I'll
Hey.
find you and I'll kill you!
Who did this?
I will say,
I so Sandy! Hey.
we saw Tuna die, and I was like, holy shit, what a fucking wild death. And I thought it was gonna be like crazy shit from there. And like there were some crazy things, but that I agree. Like
Yeah,
that
it is.
was
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, she's
I'm-
crawling on the ceiling,
I'm
bleeding.
good. I have a different one.
Yes.
Just
Oh,
for the
I like him
holiday.
because he's always the contrarian. Yes.
Yes.
I really like the big cannonball into the bed.
I was gonna say that too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where he just gets sucked into the bed
Yeah.
and then it's just like so much fucking blood
The
shoots,
most blood.
like filling up the room.
Dude,
Yeah.
that was
And
cool.
also, it was such a cool scene of like the blood, going against gravity and filling up
Yeah.
the ceiling.
Yeah.
A little unrealistic because like the body doesn't hold that much blood, but like
It doesn't.
it was
Freddy
still
World.
cool.
It's
It,
Dream World.
It was still cool.
it does for me once a month. Look at my toilet.
I'm so
Gross.
yeah. She's going to the gynecologist tomorrow. So.
Yeah, so I know.
I know how much blood is in my body.
I'll film it.
So I agree. I think the tuna kill is the best.
Tuna kill.
Although I will say, close second is the Johnny Depp kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Those are the standouts.
yeah, those are the.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really
I
not
did
a
like
lot
the
of.
mom skeleton singing in the bed and
Waving
waving
goodbye.
That was
Oh.
so bizarre.
That was funny.
But the tuna kill and the Johnny Depp kill were good.
Yeah, like we're talking actual death.
That makes me
Yeah.
think the mom didn't die because that seems like a Freddy thing to do. Is like a fake.
Bye, bitch.
Fake. Yeah. Bye. Like I feel like Freddy was controlling that. Well, I guess he was either way.
Yeah.
Can we like talk a little bit more about that scene because I'm still trying to fucking figure it out. So he's on top of the mom,
Burning.
and then I guess
Burning
yes, and they're
sensations.
both burning. And then the dad comes in, throws the towel,
Rescues Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, really, to be honest. And then they get off of him, and then she's just like sinks into the bed, and it's all misty, and then what happened to her
She got sent to hell.
Yeah.
for being a fucking sloppy
drunk?
Yeah, for
Oh,
having
God.
a bottle of vodka next to her bed 24.
We got-
All right, let's go more categories. It'll come
Yeah,
up.
more
It'll
categories.
come up.
And I
Okay.
guarantee you,
I
I got some things to
So
say.
this one, I'm kind of doing this more as formality. I kind of hope there's more of this in the later entries, but best nude scene, there's only really one. It's Nancy when she gets we see like it's kind of a very
Well, we saw side boob of Nancy, but I will say my favorite nude scene was the mom's skeleton sinking into the
Now that's ultra nude.
That was, I mean, the most.
She's a bit
the
skinny,
most.
but-
Talking about stripped down.
Oh my God, she didn't even
Yes.
wear skin.
I love
Okay.
I thought you guys said you saw a nipple in the opening scene when she
They
was in the
definitely
gown.
made that up.
Oh no, I was being stupid.
Wait,
I
did-
said that's best tits of the movie.
No,
I
she
just
was
saw her in a
small,
ground and I go
yeah.
best tits of the movie because it was the only tits we saw so far. But we didn't
Yeah.
even see them.
when
It was
Nancy
just her
gets
in a
dragged
gown.
down into the tub, which that was a great scene. Where like the claw comes up. In
Yeah,
front of
between
pussy.
her pussy.
Between her
yeah.
pussy.
Oh God, that was so weird. Yeah.
I thought he
That
was gonna
like
finger
a
her.
very
Oh.
horny moment.
That
And
was
then the
very-
mom opens the door and he's like, hides back into the water.
Shit. But yeah, she gets dragged down, and you do see her naked body. She got a great body. But it's kind of you don't have a good look at her body, like the
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really good nude scene.
No, there really wasn't. So
let's
moving on.
Yeah.
Okay, so most annoying character. Ooh, man, this is a good one.
Oh
Can we go with the Danny Zuko Rod guy?
no, well he.
I have mine.
I
I think I have
go
mine
first.
also.
Okay. My most annoying is the fucking dad
Mhm.
because at the end of the movie, she's like, "Help me, Dad!" And he says he's gonna be there in 20 minutes exactly, and he's still across the street fucking around,
Right.
doing bullshit, and she's over there getting murdered.
Yeah,
And,
she's smashing out windows across the street screaming for help. And
yeah, and they're like, "Oh
It
no."
was the deputy, I think.
Well, the deputy was annoying there too, but the dad was more annoying because
Oh,
he
yeah.
said he was going to be
So-
there in 20 minutes.
so
he was trying to make people
My
not go to
most-
school all the time.
Right.
My most annoying character was the deputy, just being like,
Yes.
"Dad,
Dirt.
fire."
That's a good
And
choice.
she's screaming. There's smoke coming from that. Like,
Right.
fucking figure it out, dude.
Yeah.
That was my most annoying character. Was
That's
that
a good-
goddamn deputy.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Mine's got to be also Cop Daddy.
You know what? I just want to say ACAB. Am I right?
Yeah, honestly, real
ACAB.
fun.
ACAB?
ACAB.
What?
Yeah.
ACAB includes all the cops in this movie.
Yeah. All cops
Oh.
are bastards.
Yeah, I
That
just
does suck.
Couldn't be more
the
relevant.
dad also he's going around getting mad at his daughter for like not being in school but never being around or for being in school. And then he also puts Freddy out in the end, and then just right after
Puts
his mom
Freddy out.
yeah, Freddy was on fire, he saves Freddy, and then right after that, like he watches his ex-wife sink into hell, and then he just turns to his daughter.
Where she belongs. Sloppy drunk.
But he just turns to his daughter and like walks out the door
He's like, "I'm
and
gonna give
closes
you a
the door
minute."
behind him.
She's
Yeah.
like, she said something weird, like, just give me a minute. Nobody reacts to anything in this movie.
Yeah,
It's so
I just need a
frustrating.
minute. It's like, really? You just like fought off Freddy and
You lost
like,
your boyfriend and mother in the same night.
right.
Cry a
Wait
little
a
bit.
minute. It makes me think. Was this entire movie a dream? Maybe. they were all asleep the whole time.
Whoa.
All of them?
Yes.
Whoa. What if it was real Freddy Krueger's dream the whole time?
Because the whole movie
It's dumb. I don't like it.
from Tuna's perspective. Okay, it's dumb. Just kidding, I'm an idiot. Deputy sucks.
Hey, shut up, Molly.
Okay.
We don't allow women to speak here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So the sheriff dad does suck because he's like, what you going to school? What are you doing going to school?
Yeah, that was weird.
Like, you should be proud that she's going to school.
Why are you going to school?
Well, also, the Danny Zuko, discount Danny Zuko, Rod, he's just like, what do you think I am? Like some kind of queer? What does he say?
What do you think about fruitcake? What do you think about fruitcake?
Why does he say that again? I don't know.
She like comes up and she goes, "You didn't do it, did you?" He goes, "What do you think I am, a fruitcake?"
Why did he bring that up? Like that?
I think
that's such a
fruitcake-
weird response.
Fruitcake may have had a different meaning in '84.
Yeah. I don't think it meant. I think it meant a Looney Tune. Like
Yeah.
a crazy person.
Okay, so we have. Okay, so I think most annoying character you guys think is the sheriff. I agree. I think it's the sheriff dad.
Yeah. The
cops.
The cops.
The police force.
Okay, scariest.
Ooh. Ooh, scariest scene. So this is different from a Freddy goof and gag.
Yes, I think so. I
Okay.
think you can differentiate
Yeah.
that up in this.
Okay.
What's this? Nothing really scary happened in this movie.
It's not
for me.
really a scary movie. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a scariest scene. It was like, we.
Anything like creepy to you?
Well, there was a lot
Ooh,
of
the
times-
kids with the singing while they were hopscotch. Little kids singing is always scary.
Yeah, true.
So mine was kind of when she was in school in the beginning of the movie, and her friend's like ghost in the body bag.
That was
And
creepy.
she's
Actually,
like-
I'm with you.
Oh,
That was
yeah, that was creepy.
Like that to me was the creepiest.
Yeah.
That one was
Okay,
bad.
so I think for me the creepiest was when Freddy's coming through like the ceiling, like
That was
That
good.
was
And doing
such-
that?
Yeah.
and that was creepy. And then she woke up and like put the crucifix up there and knocked on it and it was solid again. And something about like that juxtaposition was kind of
Right.
that
freaky
was
to me.
cool.
Yeah.
That was a cool
It was a little
touch.
magic trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one scene where like I love the body bag. That was great.
Yeah.
But it was like one scene. It was in her dream. She was like running towards like the jail. But like, was it that you saw? Was it somebody turned into like worms or some shit?
Oh,
Oh,
So
yeah.
that
Yeah.
was fucking gross. And I was
He
like,
turned into
"Ugh."
some gross stuff.
yeah.
I think it was the girl again because she came
The
back.
girl,
Yeah.
She kept coming back, and yeah, that was when she turned into worms. I lost my thought. Never mind.
That,
That
was
was creepy,
disturbing. They were like
Yeah.
giant slugs or something covered in mud.
Yeah.
No, I remember what I was gonna say. I do love that in this universe, this town on their local news will show a dead child's
Yes.
arm
It's
flopping out of a body
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
Like just on the morning news. Like that doesn't happen. That's not something they show on television.
They're like, yeah, we didn't have time to put her fully
They're
in
like,
a body
sorry,
bag.
she's 15. She's fucking slaughtered. Here's her bloody arm flopping. Anyway, good morning. Traffic on the I-104 is stacked.
Tune back in on the 4s and 8s for the weather.
Honestly, it's wild to me.
Okay, this is your favorite categories, guys. Best Freddy goof. I mean, I think you and me are in agreement.
Yeah,
Austin,
for sure.
The telephone, like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm your boyfriend now, my man.
And then-
And tongue just
comes
shoots
out
out
of
of
it.
it.
Yeah, that was great.
So good.
That's the closest you get to like goofy, like later movies, I think.
Yeah.
That was good when Freddie tongued her through the phone.
Yeah.
That was, I think, what Chris Brown.
What?
Chris Brown.
Kiss Brown.
Yeah, Chris Brown's hit song "Kiss Me Through the Phone" I think was written based on that scene.
Oh.
So Chris Brown is not only an abuser, but he's a big fan of Freddy.
Yeah.
The big sex pest.
Yeah, and a sex pest through the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's triple threat.
Triple threat.
Let's see. Freddy Goose and Gags.
I have one. I liked it when he had the friend Tuna, her skin. And he was going, Freddy, save me! From Freddy. he held her face as a skin suit.
That's a
that
good
was
gag.
a silly little
I think
Freddy.
I'm gonna go with Stretch Arm Freddy.
Oh, Stretch Arm
That was
Freddy was
funny.
awesome.
He runs really goofy in this movie too.
Yes,
Yeah.
just him popping out of places is so fun to watch. It's always like it's a musical to him or something. He always like ta-da, like
He's a silly little guy.
He also loves just like slicing up his body. I think he sliced his nipple and maggots
He
came
cut
out.
it. He cut his arm.
Oh yeah,
his
yeah.
fingers
Oh yeah,
off.
because and he was just like laughing his ass
He was
off.
just going, watch this.
yeah.
And yeah, he cut his nipple open and worms came out. He's fucking wild.
Okay.
Oh, Freddy.
Okay.
God.
The worst performance of the movie. Now this is tough.
Oh,
Jesus Christ! Take your
oof,
fucking pick.
boof. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait.
Oof.
Before I speak on this, I do need to know what the other categories are.
Okay, we're saving the best for last. Funniest moment is the last one. We're saving that for the best because there's a lot of funny.
Okay, so we have worst
Yeah.
performance, best performance, funniest moment left. Okay. So I would like to speak on a couple things.
Yes.
In the worst performance category.
She doesn't believe in terms.
Well, I do feel my worst and best performance are going to be wrapped into one because I've already commented that all the acting was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
So I do feel the
Yeah.
need right now to take up for the alcoholic mother that everyone I think
Oh
is
my
about
She was
to
fun.
shit
She's
on.
so bad.
Yes.
Mm.
I had a feeling some people may shit on her, so I just want to say my piece about her first.
Mm.
She was like doing sexy mom, which was weird because she only
I thought
really
she was gonna
interacted
make out
with her
with Nancy at a lot
daughter.
of
Yeah,
points.
so she was
Yeah.
doing like very sultry voice, but like she was talking to her daughter, which was very weird. So first I was like, what the fuck is up with her? And then she just like kept whipping this frosted vodka bottle out of everywhere.
Oh
Yeah.
my
It was in the bed. It was in the closet.
She
was
had
in
it
the
next to
kitchen.
her, and she like woke up and like guess what was next to her?
Yeah.
She
the
had
vodka
it
bottle.
everywhere. And I gotta say, by the end of this movie, I was like, I love this sexy drunk mom. So she was my best and worst. I
Wow.
love her so much. She was just drunk as shit. She takes her daughter down into the cellar and is like, Mommy killed Freddy. Like, she's wild.
Mommy
She pulls out Freddy's razor fingers, being like, Mommy killed Freddy. You don't have to worry. I'm like, I
Yeah.
trust Mom.
I put bars on the windows, so don't
Yeah.
worry.
That was bizarre.
I love this
That was
crazy.
so bizarre.
God bless that crazy bitch. I love her.
Okay, this isn't in the categories, but I have to address the fucking alcoholism in the movie because it's like very apparent she's fucking pulling the bottle out from everywhere, and it's addressed like twice, and it has nothing to do with the movie. Why
Right.
did this woman have to be an alcoholic in the movie? Like it added
I
nothing.
think it
Character development.
Yeah, it was because she was so sexy. They were like, we gotta make her a drunk.
I think it was to counter her daughter's coffee addiction.
Oh, can we talk about real quick? Well, maybe this will be funniest, but she like whips out a fucking coffee maker.
Yeah.
And her mom's like, "You better not be drinking that coffee anymore."
Like,
And she like
fully
whips it
fucking-
out.
But
Yeah, it's
no,
like brewing fresh
well,
coffee, like she's not gonna smell
but
it.
here's the
Like-
It's like under her bed as her mom is
Yeah.
kissing her goodnight.
Do I smell coffee in here? No, Mom. I didn't think so.
It truly, well, luckily her mom's such an alcoholic, she didn't even know it. She was too drunk to care. I love this woman.
All she could smell was
Yeah.
vodka.
God, I love her. Anyway,
Are we on best or worst?
Worst.
Worst.
my worst.
Give me your worst and then your best.
Okay.
Yeah.
My worst is going to be Cop Daddy again.
Oh, that's a good one.
He
Yeah.
was not believable. He was supposed to be like the stern like character but all his lines delivered just came out
The line
so
delivery
crappy.
is just-
They're just so weak.
Bad.
Yeah, and he had really nothing to the movie either. But that's I guess not so much acting, but all right, character. He's a shit character. My favorite actor, best acting, definitely Freddy Krueger.
That's a good one.
I
I mean, like
Sometimes the
he
most obvious
stole
one
the
is right in
show.
front of you. Yeah.
He ran really creepily. He had fun little like movements and stuff. It was a lot of fun watching him.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna go worst. Danny Zuko. This
Not
fucking dude. Oh my god! Every line that he spoke felt so unnatural and weird. Like I don't know. It was. I could have done a better job. I'm a terrible actor. I could have done a way more natural job than that.
Actually, I was thinking,
horrible.
like, man, like Austin's a bad actor, but he's putting these guys to shame.
Yeah.
We were all thinking it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were like, even shitty ass Austin.
Yeah. Even shitty fucking Austin.
No, for real. I'm not even like, you are way better actor than these guys. It's like,
Yeah. No, shitty Austin even could beat these guys.
Yeah, we're not even
It's
trying
like-
to blow smoke up your ass. Like shitty ass Austin will prevail.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that guy like made a choice for the accent, but then had to put all his thought into making sure he did his shitty weird accent. So he wasn't able to like live in the scene or like think about his lines or anything. He was just constantly,
an orgy?
like, "Gee."
What is this, an orgy?
And it was weird because I was like, where is this movie taking place? Why does he have an accent? And
everybody has
everyone
different
else-
accents in this movie. We get a Baltimore guy, we get a Chicago guy. Johnny Depp's dad is like from Chicago. You know, like he's it's
Something
just-
about the 80s. I feel
I
like
don't
they
know. Like
Everyone wanted
we
to
got New
make a
York.
strong
I mean, we got
choice.
everybody.
Yeah.
The spectrum is just broad in this movie.
Weird.
But anyways, yeah, Danny Zuko, worst. Best? I mean, I think you're probably going to agree with me on this because we already said it before. I think Johnny Depp.
I did think Johnny Depp was bad in this movie. I know you guys might.
He was bad, but he was the least bad of everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, except for Freddy.
Well,
Freddy still wins.
So I
True.
would say best is Freddy Krueger. Of course, he's the best. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, they built a whole franchise around him.
Yeah.
So I think that goes without saying. But I would say second. I mean, Johnny Depp. Out of everyone else, was better than everyone. I thought.
Yeah.
And
I
he's,
disagree.
and he's the one that came. I mean, he had a great career. Well, until he, Amber Heard pooped in his bed. And he started, drinking.
Whatever.
A lot. But anyway,
Drunk mom for life.
worst performance. Yeah, the mom is rough. But Danny Zuko is rough too. But I would have to go with the mom.
Yeah, the
I don't know what
Mom was real
movie.
bad.
She's in a different
Whatever.
movie. I
That's
don't
your
know.
choice.
Okay, so
I've definitely seen her in something before.
I love her
yeah.
with all my heart.
You saw her in The Mom Does Molly because Molly loves her so much. They
Love
did a
her.
porno together.
I did.
funniest moment. Okay, so this is pretty fun.
Yeah. There's a lot.
God.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, we laughed a lot.
We did.
I did like it. God, there's so many moments, and this is not even that funny, but when she's in the sleep study and she just wakes up with a gray streak in her hair.
Yes.
He's just like, oh, okay, now she has gray hair.
Yeah, why-
And
why-
they never fucking explain that
I think they were going for like, oh, she's just been tortured and
She's been aged so much
Yeah.
in her dreams.
I think
part. Is that what they were going for?
I think
'Cause
so.
That's what I
it happened
assumed.
so suddenly. Like it was like right after the dream,
Yeah.
and then she wakes up with gray hairs. Like I thought it had to have been like something that happened with Freddy in the dream world.
And they
That
just
never
arrived
got
at
explained.
time where
Well,
she has
well,
gray hair.
yeah, we don't even see her take the hat out of the dream. Like
No.
that whole scene, we don't know. See, we know what happened.
Yeah, she's just freaking out on the table.
And she's just going, his name's in the hat. It says Fred Krueger, but we don't see that. Like
Right.
she just tells us it's in there, and it's
Right.
like, okay. So I feel like that might have been like a director's cut, like something. I think a scene got cut.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just that she was so terrified her hair was starting to go gray.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I think it was that simple.
Yeah, it was just a touch. That didn't bother. That did not bother me.
But I do think with the hat, like
I was
the whole discovery of her figuring out that if you're holding something when you wake up, you bring it out with you. Like I think that
That was cool.
there was some sort of like expose scene that like got cut for time. And,
Yeah.
like it just
I
seemed
feel like that-
very disconnected.
I feel like that deserved some screen time
Yeah.
of like her figuring that
Yeah.
out. But
they probably cut it for the ending.
anyways, funniest moments.
Funniest moments.
I really like when after the mom goes full psycho and puts bars on all the houses.
That
and
is so bizarre.
makes it so you can't unlock the
It's
door
so
from
contrived.
inside.
Too. It's so contrived.
Right.
Like, and then makes it so you can't unlock the door to the front.
From inside.
And the
my
daughter is
She's
freaking
got
out.
The key. Did she ate it or something? I don't know what she did with the key.
I don't think she ate it, but she's just laying on the
I like
bed.
to think she ate it.
She's laying on the sofa, drunk as shit, while her daughter's freaking out about, Mom, why open the door? And she's just like, it's locked. It's locked. It's locked. And she just keeps saying like lock.
That's a great
Yes.
impression.
It's
That's
a
exactly
lot.
right.
Okay, I'm gonna go next because my funniest moment kind of piggybacks right off of that, and it's when she's in the couch saying it's locked, it's locked, it's locked, and then all of a sudden, boom! She pulls out the bottle of vodka again.
It's locked.
She's all about
Oh,
that. She always has that vodka unlocked.
Oh my
I
God.
love her.
Guys,
I
you're
love her.
forgetting the most hilarious scene in the movie.
We were just saving it for you, Barrett.
Okay, remember when Johnny Depp's just like chilling on the couch and then Danny Zuko and Lucy are banging? And it's
Oh my God.
It's just like, oh yeah, oh baby, oh baby, oh yeah.
Yeah, Danny Zuko and Tuna.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
upstairs. And they're
yeah,
like,
oh yeah.
oh,
Oh, oh.
God,
Poor Johnny Depp is just like, I
I,
hate it.
I wish you guys were
Which
exaggerating.
does Nancy not bang Johnny Depp? She doesn't
Guess
bang
not.
Glenn.
Not
I guess
the
they
whole
don't
film,
fuck.
not the whole
It's so
film.
weird. Yeah, they're supposed to be boyfriend and girlfriend, but they don't act like it. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's very weird.
There's
But
no
that-
chemistry between them
There's
at
no
all.
chemistry. So I saved this bit of trivia. Wes Craven, I guess, was at a friend's house and was sleeping on the couch and heard his friends having sex.
Nice.
So I guess he just like, this is his autobiography.
Yeah, dude, it seems like he
Like,
can't make
yeah.
things up. He
Yeah.
just has to use real life.
Yeah.
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 Truth and horror.
Him hearing the sex scene, him hearing them have sex, and the noises are hilarious.
They really, yeah.
Mhm.
I think any other like really funny
I think
moments?
that
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Shit, we fell asleep again.
I brought my friend Johnny here. We're going to talk about that scene where he's real horny.
For me?
Horny. See, you talk about the trivia, and I was so horny. And I told Johnny, I said, Johnny, have you ever been horny before? And of course he had. And I said, feel that horniness. Channel the horniness. You toss and turn it. Your sweet little girlfriend is laying there in the pink pillows all by herself, and you have to listen to this shit. Right, Johnny?
Our matey.
Whoa! Guys,
Huh.
are we still doing the pod? I just had a horrible dream that like Wes Craven was like explaining an awkward sex encounter.
Oh my God, he's
With
got
Johnny Depp and he was a pirate?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Oh my God.
What was
Wes
that?
Craven got even fatter.
I
What's
know.
the next
He's so much
category?
bigger.
And those
It's
huge
huge.
shorts got even shorter.
Oh my God.
Well,
I think
the
there's
next-
a gas leak in this house. Why do we
is
keep
there-
falling asleep?
Is there anything else we'd like to add before we go into? Well, first of all, ranking. I mean, I would say out of all the ones we've watched so far, this is the best.
Oh yeah.
But we have to give it
Yeah,
a
so-
1 out
Yeah.
of
So give me your final thoughts and rankings, or excuse me, score. Would you
rating.
give it out of 5?
Out of
Five what?
5.
Fingers.
Finger blades?
5 blades.
Yeah.
5 finger
5
blades.
fingers.
Do you have 5 fingers?
You,
Oh no, I was
you're giving
saying
it 5
out
Freddy
of
fingers?
5 fingers.
I gave it 5 Freddy got fingers.
No, so I guess I'll go first.
Shocker.
Twist my arm. The acting was terrible. They didn't really, at the beginning I was like, oh, they didn't explain any of this shit, but then they ended up kind of explaining it, which I thought saved it a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie a 4 blade. 4 blades.
4 blade out of 5.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
It was. I enjoyed it. I really did.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
Agreed.
Yeah, I liked how it jumped into things right away and didn't really explain much. The acting was really bad.
Terrible.
The deaths were fun. I like that it only had 4 people, but it still felt like there was enough like scary fear stuff going on. So because of the acting and because of that really bad ending, I'm gonna have to give it 3.5 blades.
Okay.
Freddy
Respect.
fingers.
Respect.
I really enjoyed it, but that ending pissed
The
me
ending
off.
was
I'm
weird.
so with you, Jeff.
Yeah.
And learning it was a tackle and ending. Honestly, it makes so much sense.
Dude, there was some metal.
Because they
Studio
set up,
meddling.
they set up for the ending, and then
Overall, like we've all said, it hops right in. There's not a whole lot of fucking frills or fluff or any bullshit. Get right into some fucking murdering, and I like that.
word.
Yeah, the acting was terrible, but honestly, I found it charming.
Yeah, me
like
too.
it was so
Yeah.
bad. I found it charming. Overall, I had a great time with this movie. I thought it was super fucking fun, like really fun. I thought this was probably more fun than any of the Friday the 13th.
Any of them.
Maybe not.
Not part 2. I still like Friday the 13th.
Our
part 2
Jason
more.
versus Freddy was so fun.
Yeah, that was also very fun. That was very
I
fun.
honestly liked it when he went in space.
Yeah, that was fun. I mean, there was
some
fun
fun
moments, but I thought
Yeah.
like this one was very fun.
Yeah.
I think I'm also gonna give it 4 Freddy Blades.
Okay.
The
all
acting
right.
would have been better more if we saw more tits, you know?
Yeah, the more tits, the better acting. That's well known.
So I think this is a great concept. I mean, wow, like such a great idea for a movie. And but yeah, like you guys have said, we've said this the whole damn pod, like atrocious acting.
Yeah.
But it I don't know, it's got that kind of campy vibe,
Yeah.
to it, which I dug. But yeah, that ending, Jesus Christ.
So dumb.
Such a dumb tacked on ending. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. I had a lot of fun. I think I'd go 4 blades out of 5. I had a lot of fun with this. I really did.
Freddy fingers.
I mean, it's a classic for a reason.
Yeah,
You know?
agreed.
So,
Right. Yeah.
anything else to add before we conclude?
I think I'm all talked out.
Yeah, I think we should just take a nap.
Let's
Let's go to
let's
sleep.
get some dreams going.
All right, good night, you
All
guys.
right, we will see you guys next time when we do A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy's Revenge.
Ooh.
Whoa, he's back and he wants
Back,
revenge?
He wants revenge.
Whoa.
All right. We'll see you later.
All right.
Bye, fans.
Ah, here comes Wes Craven again.